Yeah. Man, y'all not ready. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop y'all playing. Ain't ready. Young Obama in the track and this breaking my heart. I'm waiting on that call where they rip him apart. Them hot wings make you fart when they fly through the dark. And them killers like sharks the way they float through the park. Deep in the dark, deep in the night. Young Obama was a scholar, so it's time to make it right. Hand me them black bandanas, them loud black pipes. 4 tickets on American, it's time to take a flight. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on his bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic. We really love the queens. Holding down the kings. Loading hot slings with multiple hot wings. Every ghetto scene hit his heart, hit his spleen in the Chinese store. Put-a-ding, put-a-ding. I'm the lord of the wing. Hyena hot wings. Respect my kids and my queen. Hyena hot wings. My fam and my team. Hyena hot wings. My goals and my dreams. On the table with 5 trains, the seal's been cracked. They raping, they purging, they loading up them straps. Jamal know geometry, his brain on his lap. Endorse the final chapter, I know we'll be back. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 in the bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Bacardi wanna dance, she in love with a bag. Shoot a bloody rag with the triple black jack. Young and body count like that. Turn goons into talk wigs and mountain bikes. They call it shoot a drag, youngin'. Jack the trap, youngin' just like him. Now's a meeting in the jungle. And Steve's in the den, they chose rag and queen. I could still hear him scream. I was stuffed for law. Shooters on their day. Welcome to the 215, it's all live. And welcome to that PHI, it's all nice. Shorty got 4 on his bag, it's all fives. Like teeth, I'm in love with my man, that's all lies. Shout out to them youngins introduced so false cases. Scrambling for food in that Philly train station. That personal thing, youngin'. Forgot the shell cases. Competition heard the track. They all free basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start a show.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's everybody's favorite podcast show, Billionear Radio, WLWNEAR. The billions are near. I'm your host, Big Arm. The lad with the pad. Over here we got my star, the co-host, Lateef Billions. Yeah, we the infamous Troll Brothers. The show to make it do what it do. The show make it laugh.
Make it cry.
Make you mad.
Make you ponder.
You say what these guys gonna talk about next. We're gonna take you guys on a plane ride. This is the plane ride, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it in. It's gonna be a little bit of turbulence. It's gonna shake you up a little bit, but at the end, it's gonna be a smooth landing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna like how we do this thing, because we always do this thing. Episode 43, ladies and gentlemen, 43. Woo. Yeah, episode 43. The claps, Cam, claps, baby. There we go. Right now, we are live on Glockaware. That's right, tuning in, baby. Making this thing happen.
Let's go.
Today's show is sponsored by An Outfit for You, a family of brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your business to be successful, productive, and make money, my guy Michael was the guy. Why do I say that? Because you guys like to wear fashion. Just understand that his company built a lot of brands, these fashion brands you like to wear, such as WESC, Hurley, Joseph Abboud, Steve Madden, Tommy Hilfiger, And of course, also Sean John. And guess what, guys? If you're watching TV, his company, Wardrobe Styles, 17 of those TV shows. And some of those shows are NCIS, Blue Bloods, man, Law and Order, SWAT, Magnum PI, you know, and all those FBI shows. We can't forget about Chicago. He has a team of executives, fashion, retail, entertainment, you name it, sports. They're doing it big. They're making it happen. Doesn't matter. They're making it happen. You can catch them at Michael at outfitforyou.com or just go to this website and outfitforyou.com.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Hope everything's good.
On that note, yeah, here we go. Episode 43.
Let's get it popping.
We know we make y'all sick and y'all love us at the same time. Yo, they said this their favorite show. Like, I appreciate that this is y'all favorite show. I'm glad I could be somebody's favorite in life. You know how that go?
Nah, that go, bro.
As promised, I said, all right, we going to run out of time. We always run out of time. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'm going to come back to some of these topics. Mm-hmm. And I said, all right, we're going to come to some of these topics. The ones you love, too. The ones you love.
That's what's up.
I said, all right, we're going to start a little bit of irritation for y'all. A little bit of irritation for y'all. Why not, right? It's only right. It's only right.
Let's get into it.
So let's talk about these women, right? Real quick. Talk about these women. So for these guys that need to know, we'll talk about these women.
Let's talk about this pound cake.
We got to get to the pound cake. But you can't get to the pound cake if they playing these games.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So
it's
understand this, fellas. If she's playing these games with you, you got to get rid of her. Just dump her.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm going to drop these real quick because I said I would. Mm-hmm. Y'all thought I forgot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
They thought.
These games. About 5 games they play. And just pay attention to any of these games. If they playing these games, she got to go. She got to go. And if you stick around, don't say, I ain't tell you.
Call an Uber.
Definitely.
I didn't mean to say
why?
that.
But why even?
Cutting no
check. It's cool, but why even call her anything? It depends on the game, right?
That's just who you. It all depends on who you are.
So if
some
you
cats that cold, me, I'm not that cold. I'm gonna call her.
You're not that cold.
I'm gonna call her.
So this a lying show today? This is doing a lie today show. Say that's your woman.
Right.
You can't get a hold of.
Right.
You call her, you can't get a hold of her at different times. This keeps happening.
Right.
Get rid of her.
Oh yeah.
You get her voicemail all the time. Get rid of her.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
She too busy anyway.
Right.
She ain't gonna miss you.
She hard to get up. You know what I mean? She disappearing. Where you gotta go? Where you going? You know what I mean? I gotta be somewhere. Where you gotta be? You with me? You know what I mean? So she doing that.
Right.
Gotta get rid of her.
Gotta go.
She gotta get rid of her. Mm-hmm. Now, if you happen to go through her phone, not go through it, but you look and the phone rings and she has your name stored as some other name, not your name. You know what I mean?
And you
it might say
number.
It might be Pizza Hut under your name.
Ain't that my number?
You're like, in Pizza Hut, they come out, you know what I'm saying? Library, you know what I'm saying? Pastor, I don't know. Any name come up.
It's the plumber.
If it come up, now if you have a personal pet nickname that you guys call each other,
right, then
it's okay if she call you that nickname and put it on the phone.
Right.
But now that's not all cases,
right,
but it's just most cases. Because some people
these cases,
right? But
these cases,
yeah. But sometimes she may have you in the nickname because of nosy people in her family. So you can respect that. It's like you want people in the family or people to know what's going on, her life at the moment.
And if you fall for that, you fall for fried ice cream.
No, for real.
And I do know fried ice cream exists, and people that's buying it, and y'all fall.
But what kind of oil is it? Is it canola oil? Is it vegetable oil? What are we frying fried ice cream in?
Peanut oil.
Peanut oil, we can't forget that. You know what I'm saying?
He's a nut.
Peanut oil, he's a nut, right?
Nut.
He definitely is a nut. If he goes for that, he's definitely a nut.
Don't fall for that.
Nah, but sometimes they like to put your nickname as in, could say cookie eater, stuff like that. I mean, those names are
they
cool.
going to put a female name too? They might put a female name.
Right, but I'm just saying.
It's Carol.
I'm just saying. Sometimes y'all have an agreement.
But it's really Malik.
Sometimes y'all have an agreement. Y'all have different nicknames that y'all call each other. That's cool.
Right.
But that's just if it's one of those weird names where it's like, why are you calling me, alcoholic delivery or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's not every scenario, but there's some scenarios.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some scenarios. So, now, also, if you never see her when you want to see her, when you want to see her, you can't see her. You can only see her on her terms. Wow. You say, hey, I made plans to go to the movies. I made plans to go out to eat.
True.
And she's like, I can't. But I'll let you know when I can.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
She either married or she got a man.
Yeah. She's like, listen, I can't.
Or a woman.
Whenever she, whenever there's something going on and you can't never see her when you want to see her.
She don't want
no attention. You
get no attention.
You can't lock her into an appointment, or schedule.
Right.
Because she don't know.
Nope.
Yeah, that means you might want to dump her.
That's because she with her family.
Or the other person, right?
Exactly.
Might with a person,
And that's her family.
Also,
her commitment.
Now, for some people who big on social media, guys are not big on the posting thing that much, but most women are. They love to post all the time. They love to post family. Women love to post. They love interest. They love to post, guys and things like that.
Right.
And if she's not posting you, but posting other people, then you got to get rid of her.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
She got to go.
If she posting this guy, that guy, but you missing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You got to get rid of her. Now, if she's not posting, that's fine. Some people, they just don't want to post on the internet.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
But if you have a person that likes to post all the time,
right,
and they like to post the opposite sex or post these guys up, yeah, she's doing that.
You're not important.
Yeah.
You ain't being posted. You're not important. To her, anyway. To her, anyway.
Right. And when you guys get out and y'all doing things together, and she's flirting with every guy you see, please get rid of her.
Yo, start writing that ticket, bro.
Please get rid of her.
Ticket, bro.
Yeah, please.
And put it on the windshield of her car.
Right. Please get rid of her. Yo, but we forgot to tell y'all.
You forgot the number one.
If you're new to the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't know how I forgot that part.
Yes.
Y'all guys get me excited.
Yes.
Those things happen sometimes. But like, comment, share, subscribe.
Right. You forgot the number one scenario.
Which one's the number one to you?
When she stopped giving up the cookie. She gotta go, bro. Don't give me that face. Don't start that, bro. You ain't getting no yams. You gonna keep her around?
Here's the thing with that right there, right? She can still give you the yams and play these games, so you're missing it. The yams is nothing. That's nothing.
But what happens when the yams stop?
That's if the yams stop.
I'm telling you, the yams stopped.
So give me an example of how the yams will stop.
You just ain't you ain't getting it no more. She's not giving it to you anymore.
All right. So you're a big yam guy. That's fine.
I gotta get the yams, man.
All right.
I gotta get the chewy. I need the chewy and I need the yams, man.
Okay.
You can't be taking space up in my bed and I'm paying bills and you just, you know what I mean?
Or the couch, right? Or the couch. They got a bed. It can be a couch.
Whatever.
How about the floor? How about the air mattress?
How about the roof?
How about there you go. Get him on the roof. How about on the helicopter pad?
How about with the patio?
How about with the helicopter pad? You know what I'm saying?
Man, when the yams
right.
Stop,
how about the back of the shed? Right there.
She gotta go.
In the shed, no horse stable, but no.
She got to go.
All right.
Because somebody else could be in place and they could be handling their business.
Yo, we got some topics,
and
kid.
You're wasting your time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
not getting yams.
Yeah.
All right, well, dig in your pad.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to stay. It's no way. Listen, I apologize early. There's no way I can cover all these topics.
If you're not getting the yams, bro, she got to go.
So we're going to touch on some stuff that's going on right now.
What's up?
So your girl, Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's get into it, right? Y'all want to know so y'all see Whoopi Goldberg, she gets suspended from The View.
True.
For 2 weeks and $190,000 pay.
She makes $5 million a year.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So she's upset because she spoke up on the Holocaust on the show and she was incorrect.
Oh, she spoke up on the Jewish.
She thought she knew what she knew.
That's the power in the money.
And she felt like she should sue The View.
Right.
They made her apologize. She messed her apology up. They made her apologize. She messed her apology up.
How'd she do that?
Exactly.
How do you mess up
That's my whole point.
Sympathetic apology.
Because she was supposed to
from the heart.
She's supposed to apologize, but she added her own salt and pepper onto it.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Okay.
And it's like the problem with her, Whoopi Goldberg, we know who she's this famous. Did she get an Emmy for Sister Act or something? Yep. Who knows? Whatever. Yep. But she's on The View. She has a
Color
voice.
Purple.
Right. And she thinks she know everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the problem with that is her thinking she know everything. She doesn't know everything.
Nobody does.
But y'all saying, well, what did Whoopi Goldberg do? In case some of you guys don't know, right?
I want to hear this because I didn't.
She says the Holocaust wasn't about race. It was about man's inhumanity to man. If that ain't the craziest thing I heard somebody say. For those that know what the Holocaust was. Now, I ain't gonna get too much in that part yet, but her apology was, when they showed the apology, she thought, oh, I made a mistake, because there were women too. And I was like, really? She messed.
Right.
It's still wrong.
Right.
The Holocaust was a big deal.
Very big deal.
But so
Hitler was probably the biggest bigot in the history of bigotry.
So there was a guy, you know, Jonathan Greenblatt, right? Because he had to correct her, give her the information. You know, he's a major entrepreneur guy. You know, he was part of White House when Barack Obama was there. But he's a director of social innovation and civic participation. Like, he's this guy, and even on Facebook, he's also, you know, the oversight board. So he handles a lot of the. He's part of he's the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. They call it the ADL. So it's big with him, and he's also Jewish. It's big with him.
Okay.
And he explained to her what was going on.
Right.
And he pretty much told her to listen. The Holocaust was about Nazi systematic annihilation of the Jewish people, who they deemed to be an inferior race. Yeah. That was the correct answer.
Yeah, that was genocide.
But this is my whole point. Why do black people got to speak on the Holocaust? We get upset when the white people speak on slavery.
Right.
So why are we talking about the Holocaust? Like, that's why I think she's like overstepping her bounds and feeling too comfortable.
And I agree with that.
Because we don't want the white people talking about slavery. Like, y'all can't relate to that situation because y'all were white.
Right.
So why do some of, I ain't gonna say us because I don't do it, but why do some black people feel like they can speak on the Holocaust and whatever's going on with the other races and be completely wrong and insensitive about it?
I don't know why, man. I mean, I agree with you totally.
I need everybody to stop doing that. Leave the Holocaust alone. Leave that. If you're black, stay out of people's stuff. Like, you don't know what their families went through, what their traumas went through. Don't speak on it.
Right, exactly.
So Whoopi felt like she had the right to speak on it, and even, you know, had the nerve. She's lucky she only got 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, she could have been fired.
She's lucky she only got 2 weeks.
She could have been eliminated very easily. They could have easily fired her for that.
I read that and I said, Whoopi, you're tripping.
Yeah, you come on, Whoop.
You didn't have to listen.
I support you, Whoopi, 100%.
She's on a panel with 3 white women,
but I can't back you on that one.
She didn't have to say nothing. She didn't have to say, if you don't know, don't speak on it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She said the inhumanity. I said, what are you talking about? It wasn't about race.
Nah, okay.
That was the craziest thing I heard, man.
It was. He was trying to create the superior race. So how could it
then you go doing it? You doing the black thing again. You doing what they do. I
mean, if you read up on it in history,
who cares? You can't speak on that.
We know about it.
You can't speak on it.
How I can't speak about something that I research and know
because
about.
you're not Jewish and you haven't lived it. So just let them have it. Just
that's taking it too far.
I just said we don't want the white people talking about slavery.
People have opinions about slavery.
So why are you making your opinion about someone else's?
Because everyone that's what opinion is.
But your opinion is not.
Everybody has.
You can have empathy. You can have empathy. You can empathy to it. Sympathize.
That's like asking somebody a question about slavery.
Nah, man.
And then they're gonna say, okay, slavery was about blah 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 blah. If you read up on it, the history, and you research,
it's fine to read on it. But what I'm saying is,
educated about it, you can give an opinion.
It's fine to read on it, but what I'm saying is, what Whoopi did was speak on it as if she can relate.
She can't.
and you can't either. That's what I was saying. So it's better to just not speak on it. You can acknowledge it, say, man, it was a messed up situation. You know, you can be educated about it, but it's like, you don't, like, people's family, they have conversations about that within their family, you know, generations and what they went through and the outside of what, like, there was different stories that took place that their families can tell you. Just like the slavery. You get what I'm saying? Right. So I can tell you about slave all day. I never been a slave, but I got people that's going to tell me from the color of my skin of what was going on.
I mean, it was horrible. I mean,
yeah, that's my whole point.
It was horrible for a group of people.
That's my whole point.
We didn't know.
Right.
And we wasn't a part of, so we probably couldn't have no imagination.
That's my point.
Of what they were feeling or what
right,
they was going
right. So don't speak on that type of stuff if you don't, you know what I'm saying?
So,
that's what I mean. So Whoopi was tripping.
But it happened.
Whoopi was tripping.
It happened. And
she got suspended for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think she's going to lose sponsors, and it's going to be a little backlash.
She's not going to lose anything because
yes, she is.
She's a well-respected. Whoopi's well-respected, and they know she made a mistake. And she apologized.
Did you notice that?
She was sympathetic.
Did you notice everybody that does that?
So she'll be okay.
All right, I'm glad that you got her back to make sure that you're going to talk to the billionaires at these networks to make sure that she's safe.
This is Billionaire Radio.
Yeah,
of course
that's what I said. You're the one that's going to do it.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Meanwhile, your boy T-Pain.
What did he do?
You know, he's saying stop celebrating Black History Month.
Why?
Yeah, he says, pretty much he's saying that we're separating ourselves from history by having Black History Month. We should just be a part of history, is what he's saying.
And I'll tell T-Pain to stop smoking with Snoop Dogg. Just stop smoking, T.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. I just, it sounds...
You don't think he has a point?
No.
So it's like talking about history, just let different parts of history be part of history, but then when you say Black History Month, you're celebrating Black History Month, don't celebrate it. You agree with that?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So you think T-Pain's a coon?
Yes, I do.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm. You can't remove history anyway, so it is what it is.
So we should keep Black History Month?
Of course.
Because we got to let everybody know what happened.
Of course.
I'm still learning about Black History Month.
I want another month. Give us 2 Black History Months a year.
Now, I think 1 month we're looking at...
Maybe 4.
I don't know. I think a month is a long time, man. It's a whole long time, man. Because after a while, people don't act right.
Give us 4 months.
You want 4 months?
4.
Well, there's some people that actually they try to celebrate Black History Month and they mess it up.
To what level?
So it's a school in Westwood, Michigan.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And it's pretty much Xavier Brothers High School.
Okay.
So the first day of Black History Month, they serve fried chicken.
I'm with that.
And people felt like it was a racial thing.
Wow.
Because you're serving fried chicken on Black History Month.
Give us some coleslaw. And don't forget
the
hot
greens.
Sauce. Oh,
it was like they changed the menu because it was Black History Month.
That's what's up. Macaroni and cheese, greens, collard greens, yeah.
And I think it might have been
some hot sauce. Give me some coleslaw.
It might have been a predominantly white school on top of that.
Cornbread and biscuits with that too.
But did you know that? So you agree with that?
Yeah.
So you don't think when people change the menu for Black History Month,
being too sensitive.
That's not racist?
Nah, that's being too sensitive.
So you don't think the whole fried chicken and black thing is not racist?
Nah, that's like the fried chicken and the watermelon thing, man. Who cares? Let's eat.
So you think it's okay?
Let's eat.
To be like, all right, black people and fried chicken.
It's free fried chicken, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, and cornbread. Who cares about what one idiot?
It's only free at the school.
Yes.
But when you gotta go pay for it at the store, and it's Black History Month, we're gonna serve fried. You know that stereotype? It's Black History Month, so we're gonna serve fried chicken.
So you saying it's wrong for buying fried chicken on Black History Month?
No, not buying.
What should they have served?
Well, here's the thing.
That's there. No, say it. Tell me.
Why
do
you gotta have fried chicken for Black History Month? Why do you gotta tie blacks to fried chicken?
Because we love it. We love some fried chicken. Do you not?
So you think it's okay to be like, this is the menu, and now that it's Black History Month, We're gonna serve fried chicken.
Yes, I'd rather that than they think about it like how you thinking about it and serve us something bland and nasty, like some noodles with just spaghetti sauce.
You don't like noodles and spaghetti sauce?
Nah, man, nah.
I love noodles and spaghetti sauce.
It all depends on how.
Especially with turkey in my.
Yeah, but you got. I'm talking about bland.
I like bland. I don't eat a lot of salt anyway.
So you don't put onions and green peppers and none of that in the gravy?
I mean, I'm gonna eat whatever's there. You talking to me?
Okay, you're right. My bad. I didn't think that one out.
Yeah. Like, if it's spaghetti that's there, I'm going to eat it.
I'm putting sugar in there, some black pepper, some garlic powder. I'm putting green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, onions. I'm putting all that in my gravy, man.
Okay.
All that goes in the gravy.
So you see nothing wrong with it?
No, I don't. No,
well, a lot of people was in outrage, and they said it was racial.
Because they sensitive.
And they said it was racial, and it wasn't right.
Right.
But you know me, right?
Right.
This great joke. I gotta do some history and look these things up.
Right.
Why they keep tying us to black and fried chicken?
Because we love it. We love fried chicken. You don't?
That's your answer, though, right?
We love some chicken wings.
You
man.
do know that's not the correct answer.
We love chicken wings. So why are Koreans making more money off chicken wings than us? Why are the Chinese making more chicken wings off? Because they know we love it and they come in our neighborhoods and they serve it to us. We should be the ones making all that money from the fried chicken that we love so much.
That's how you feel.
That's exactly how I feel.
So the history of blacks and fried chicken.
Okay.
It goes back into slavery.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
yes.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The plane, you talked about the turbulence.
Yes. Yes.
Here we go, man.
For those that don't know.
Break it down for them, man. Break it down.
For those that don't know.
For them and me.
Chicken was the only livestock that they were allowed to keep.
Why?
That's just how it was. And so they used that.
I thought it was pork. I thought it was pig.
Nah.
You can't. The worst parts of the
I'm not talking about what they fed people. I said livestock, meaning a live chicken running around.
So that was the only food that we were allowed to raise, basically, is what you're saying. If we owned a farm, we couldn't have nothing but chickens.
So it was chicken, right?
Uh-huh.
And so what happened was a lot of the women, right? The women and also they called them waiters because a lot of them was they cooked in the houses. They actually made money off that to survive and feed their families by selling chicken.
They were selling platters.
Selling fried chicken, man.
Back then?
And biscuits. You gotta add the biscuits in there. They were selling fried chicken and biscuits.
Back in the day?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's how that came about.
That's funny how history follows.
That's how that came about. And it got tainted some kind of way, in a negative way, because they didn't like how we were making money off fried chicken.
And that's sad, man.
So that's how it became. So it's really not a bad. I want y'all to know fried chicken is not a bad thing because our ancestors in slavery, that's what they used.
It don't matter what it is.
To make money.
They bother us about everything.
To make money.
It doesn't matter what it is. Once we start making money, here they come.
Well, so that's just my whole point. So everybody was wondering why it's always fried chicken. So you was kind of close. You know,
I love me some fried chicken. Close. If you could cook it. And fry my chicken hard. I don't like that soft.
But they
don't be frying my chicken.
But they were
soft.
catching transportation, whatever buses, whatever there.
Right.
And they were serving. They were selling it.
That's good. That's beautiful.
So I mean, selling it to every net. The white people, everybody was eating it. They were selling it with the biscuits. They were making money.
Oh yeah, they love that food. No matter how much they don't want to admit it.
So that's why Black history is tied to fried chicken.
Right.
So we know that we should be celebrating fried chicken
because we got the flavor.
Because that's what our ancestors did.
And fried hard.
And also the watermelon was a symbol of freedom, where that came from. You know, we got our freedom. So it's a lot of history in our situation that we thought was just a negative racist thing.
And watermelon.
So Xavier and Brothers School, they had it right but explained it wrong.
Oh, okay. I can agree with that.
So what happened is people need to start giving education.
True.
About these things.
True.
So that way we can understand. Because it would have been different to say, hey, today is Black History Month, and this is what was used for them to, make money and survival. They sold these with biscuits, and this is what. Now it's like, oh, okay, but when you do things without explanation,
Because they always like try to relate fried chicken to us. So
Well, now, but see, you gotta understand why it is.
We love it.
We gotta understand that why it is.
We love fried
Right.
chicken.
So now we know. But that's where that came from.
If you know how to cook. The Southern women really know how to cook.
Come on with the Southern.
Get you a good Southern woman.
Once upon a time, you can say
what
that.
she can do with some biscuits and chicken. Oh, my goodness.
But see, the Southern women were cooking because they was in those houses.
Make you want to smack your mother.
You got to understand that. They were in those houses. That's why they were cooking. They was forced to do a lot of things and cook. But that's where in the houses. But a lot of them came up north.
Southern women can cook. City women can't. But go ahead.
See, that's not true.
That's very true.
That's the biggest. See, they stereotype and you stereotype.
I don't care.
There's a ton of women that can cook. But you got to understand.
City, not from the city.
You got a lot of people from the city.
Then she got Southern roots.
A lot of people from the South came up north.
Well, then she got to say that.
And they started a family.
Well, say Southern women in the city.
But listen.
But I'm talking about just plain old city
If
woman.
you're 4 or 5 generations down, does it really matter? If your family came here 80 years ago up north from the South, whether Virginia, Atlanta, whatever, and they lived here, so obviously they're going to teach their family how to cook.
A woman that can't cook is like a boxer with no arms.
You said that before one show. You like that comment, huh?
Useless.
You like that, right? I don't think a boxer can never have arms though, because you got to get certified. So I was trying to figure out how you get around that. You got to get certified to be a boxer
with no arms.
Right, you said a boxer with no arms. You're not a boxer until you're certified.
It's a metaphor, bro.
I know, but you're not a boxer until you're certified. So how do you gonna become a boxer?
You're digging too deep.
Because you said it.
You're digging too deep.
If you said a guy fight with no arms, that makes sense. I'm sorry, it's a guy trying to fight with no arms. All right, I get
metaphor, man.
A boxer? You can't be a boxer unless you're certified.
With no arms.
Certified.
Bing, bing, bing,
you know.
Bing, bing. I'm gonna block it with this. Oh, you throwing that left? Take that.
All right, anyway.
With my face.
He having his moment, y'all. Y'all know he has these moments. He have his Lateef moments, man. He can have them, though. He can have them. It's all right.
I forgot to take my meds.
Meanwhile, the CEO of CNN, he actually resigned. He's the president CEO of CNN, Jeff Zucker, resigned.
You talking about Jeff.
I just said Jeff Zucker.
Yeah, Jeff.
He is like that's your homie, right? Y'all shot ball back in the day. Yo, Jeff, what up? He been at CNN for 10 years, almost 10, 9.5 years. But the funny thing is, so you know, it was investigating Chris Cuomo.
What is
which Governor Cuomo, the ex-Governor Cuomo.
Of governor of where?
Governor Cuomo and his brother Chris Cuomo. Did you follow any of that? Because I don't want to get into that. Because
I'm just saying, governor of what state?
But did you even follow that?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
All right, do you know that answer? I ain't got to tell you that. So Chris Cuomo, right, was at CNN. He was at CNN.
Right.
And he got investigated because it was sexual allegations dealing with, you know, people at the job.
Okay.
And so he got fired.
Women? Hey.
Listen, it don't matter. Sexual allegations, period.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He got fired.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And so because he got fired, he wanted to fight back. And they launched the investigation. In this investigation, in my opinion, I feel like Chris Cuomo dimed out Jeff Zucker. I feel like he dimed on him. Because they didn't say how, but they said his relationship with an executive on the job came up.
And you would have to be inside
to know
about this.
So I feel like, because I think Jeff, I don't know, probably was the one, because he's the president, CEO at the time he was. He the one that fired Chris Cuomo. And I feel like Chris Cuomo shot back at him and put his dirt out. Air his laundry out.
Wow, man.
So all of a sudden they did an investigation.
They don't know the code, man. They just don't know
and they said he was having I guess a relationship that was against policy code.
Well, if he did that, that labels him a rat.
Yeah, you know, we talk about rats a lot on here. There be some rats. But he had but he resigned after 10 years with the company. CEO, and they supposedly had a relationship for 20 years. And he says he didn't admit to it. When they asked him about it, he lied about it.
Right.
And he says, because of that, I'm gonna step down and resign. The media world says they know about their little relationship. Right. Now, I don't know if it's a affair or not affair. I didn't get into who was married, not married. I didn't get to that.
But I'm just saying, isn't that? I mean, it takes two to tangle, right?
No,
So
he wasn't in trouble. For that. It wasn't a sexual assault for that.
Right.
Chris Cuomo was in trouble for that sexual assault.
Oh, okay.
Sexual harassment.
Right.
That was him.
Right.
But it's like, okay, you want to fire me? Let me put your laundry out there. So when they did an investigation on Chris,
right,
it came up that Jeff Zucker was having a relationship.
You know what they call that?
With
double jeopardy.
Her name is Allison.
Hey, Alice.
And they was at a couple places together. They was at NBC, Today's Show, NBC Universal. So they've been working together for years. So he probably kept her around.
Right.
I'm
pretty sure it was personal.
She's like the head director of marketing right now of CNN.
I bet you she was.
But she said she's not. Yeah, she was right under him. He was her boss.
So was they saying she was the head nurse? Is that what you're saying?
Definitely was the head nurse. But the thing was, they lied about their situation. You know what I mean? They lied about their situation.
Head of.
So, but do you think he should have resigned from that though?
No.
Why do you think he did? Why do you think he resigned?
What was so major?
And that's what everybody trying to figure out. Why did he resign?
For what?
Because it came out.
I'm gonna tell you why he resigned.
Why do you think he resigned?
Because it was like pressure bust pipes, right? And when you plunge and clean out that drain, what do all the feces do? It runs out the pipe. So it's I'm pretty sure the pipe was loaded. I'm pretty sure it was more stuff coming down the pipeline. And he just stopped it.
Right.
So he said, before this get out.
Right. I'm gonna tell you why I think he resigned.
All right.
I think he was messing with her for 20 years.
Right.
And he had someone else, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And she would have got mad, found out about him.
And all the stuff they was doing
was gonna come out.
Oh yeah. He's
and also he wanted to save the face
right
of CNN.
He's
from the scrutiny.
Right. I don't know if he could do that, but
well, no, he did say, because if he'd have stayed, it'd be like the same reason like Russell had to step down from Def Jam.
Right.
You know what I mean? He just take it all off of him. So
and it would have went by. It would have passed by. It always.
I don't think it would have passed by.
It would have just passed by.
CNN would have been the biggest thing for 2022 if he didn't step down.
You think so?
He was the CEO and president of CNN.
I just don't think what he did was so major.
Well, supposedly, I don't know.
Everybody getting cookie, man.
Well, if he's married,
why they making a big deal out
if
of
he's married and had an affair, was it bad then? If she's married and so supposedly out of 20 years they've been having a relationship, she claims it's business. But here is the thing:
he was having this relationship for 20 years, he was married. I guarantee you, his wife already knew about it.
But he said, "Come on,
that ain't something you can keep hidden for 20 years." I'm sorry.
So he said it was consensual, right?
Right.
And they said it started because of COVID.
Man.
And that's why everybody got mad.
A lot of people blaming stuff on COVID.
Yeah.
Man. Like, it was COVID. I did that because of COVID. My mind was messed up.
And that's what they said. They said, why would you lie about how long it's been? And like, that's the dumbest thing. So people was upset about that. And
COVID done ruined a lot of relationships, supposedly.
But she just said they had a business relationship and known each other for years, and she's staying with the company.
Shit.
So
she ain't giving up her paycheck.
So
when they resign, do they still get paid? Do they get some type of package?
I don't know how that works.
I think got some millions.
I think if you resign, you do get a package.
Yeah,
if you get fired, it's probably a little different.
Yeah, but he probably got some money.
Because resigning is usually an honorable situation.
I guarantee he on the beach as we speak.
Well, where else he gonna be? Where else he gonna be?
I'll go to Brazil.
So the state of Florida is really cutting up in a very interesting way.
And what's that?
And it may affect the United States, I feel as though. So
who said it again?
The state of Florida.
All right, so what is Florida doing, man?
Because
everybody loves Florida. I mean, I just want to let you know that.
But that's a red state. That's a Republican state.
Florida can't do no wrong.
That's a Republican state. The Democrats don't like it. It's a Republican
That's
state.
how Bush won the election, because of that Republican state.
That, and I think maybe Texas. But my point is, so they're working on passing something called "Don't Say Gay" bill. Right?
Don't say
gay.
Gay.
In schools.
We can't say gay.
So pretty much what they're saying is you can't talk about gay and...
It's a lot of worse things we could say out our mouth. But they want to take away the word gay?
No. They want to take away teaching that in school about being gay.
Oh, they're saying, they don't want to educate them.
Right. They're saying focus on reading, writing, math, but we don't have to talk about the sexual gender preferences because of.
I agree with that.
It's.
I'm with that bill. I'll sign it.
Well, that's what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't think that's something they need to learn in school anyway. But anyway,
you know, so they getting ready to,
mm-hmm.
you know, because what happened, what they're saying is that. So it's two sides to the bill,
mm-hmm.
right? The one bill is saying that, you know, they're warning, they feel like, so let's just say the people that's for gay, LGBTQ, things like that, they're saying that what's going to happen is that people are going to be bullied more because they're not educated on lesbian and gay and things like that, and to take away some of the support. This is what they're saying. You know, of course they're talking about the stigmatization, things of that nature, transgender children, you know, causing more bullying.
People are going to do what they want to do anyway.
And they said the curriculum is going to prevent teachers from having discussions with classrooms and things of that nature. And so, do you agree with that part before I go to what the other people are saying?
I mean, with the teacher want to educate the children on bullying.
No, gay.
I'm just saying bullying somebody that's different than they are.
They're saying that because of that, it's going to encourage more bullying and people being picked on because it's not being, you know, talked about.
I don't believe in that, but okay.
And so the supporters of the bill are pretty much saying that, you know, because the school districts, they're really heavy on pushing it. Mm-hmm. And they said it will prevent teachers from having those conversations if they arise. That's not true. And they says they'll still be able to support different organizations, but they just don't want this in the classroom. That's all they say. They don't want it in the classroom.
I mean, but it's all over the TV and the internet. So, I mean,
right.
It not being in the classroom, I just don't really think that really matters because they could just open up their phone and turn on the TV and it's right there.
Right, but in other words, but they don't want them talking about gay, lesbian, and things like that in the classroom as teaching. Because what happened was they were saying that you don't have to pick your gender yet. And that was causing the issue where the people were saying, they would say, don't worry about your gender right now. You can pick your gender later. As if like you can pick your job career later. And that was causing confusion to the children in class because that's where it came from.
And that's like the rapper.
But that's where it came from. Because they said, don't worry about.
He wants his child to pick his gender.
Right. So they're saying, don't worry about your gender right now. Forget the tool you got in your pants. Don't worry about that right now.
That was Jeezy.
You know, no. But what I'm saying is, that's what this all is coming from.
Wow.
It's causing the confusion because you got people saying, well, I want to be identified as this, identified as that, and they're like, you know what? Don't say gay is going to be passed from the classroom. We're just not going to be able to talk about gay in the classroom. So, do you agree with that?
I really don't.
So you change your stance now?
No. What I'm saying is, I just don't see. I just don't. I mean, just the conversation alone, I just don't see where it's going to take a student. I mean, or a child. Where's? I mean, learning about that.
So, if your child came home, your child in school. Child came home and says, hey, Dad, listen, I don't want to be this gender anymore, and I'm going to figure out what I want to be shortly. But right now, I don't want to be with this gender that I am.
I mean, what's the chances of that happening?
It's happening now.
So you got kids coming home talking about, I don't want to be this right now.
Correct.
Because of people like Bruce Jenner and social media and TV. I just said that.
So what they're trying to do now is not have that happen in the class and not teach that in class. So instead of me teaching you about that, they're saying we're going to stick to math, science.
How to better your credit.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Right.
I agree with teaching them the stuff that's going to get them through this life.
Right. So
I really, I don't know about that.
I mean, I really, listen, it makes sense to me. It makes sense. But the Republicans are pushing it. Mm-hmm. So, of course, the Democrats and the Republicans, they're going to be bumping heads on it. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Man,
but Florida's going to be the first one to clear it.
We got bigger things on our plate.
They don't think so. Not in Florida. They think it's a big deal right there in the classroom. Okay. So, the school district is going to do that.
Okay.
So, I know you're paying attention to Brian Flores suing the NFL. Yes.
And I support him 100%. Because, like you like to say.
Yeah, let's get it. Because I think Brian Flores is tripping. I'm going to tell you why he's tripping.
Fly on the wall.
Do you understand his allegation?
Yeah, I do understand his
Tell
allegation.
me what you understand from his allegation right now.
He's bringing out the racism behind
the racism card. He's throwing a racism
not
card.
the card. It's not a card.
It's the card.
No, it's pure fact. It's thick as born day cake.
So
bro.
what happened that
a 13-layer born day cake? It's
okay.
that thick.
So what happened?
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, they got this rule out, right?
Right.
Do you know the name of the rule?
Don't ask. I know everything, but just go ahead and talk the talk.
Okay.
You talking about the Rooney Rule, 2003.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Talk
so
the
they
talk.
supposed to have this rule in place because of the discrimination against minority coaches. So what he was saying was, it's a joke, and the reason he explained it's a joke. I'm coming for an interview for an NFL team as a coach and represent an NFL team as a coach, and then when I get to my interview, there's nobody there. And then the people that's supposed to be interviewing me show up late, drunk and high. How serious are you taking me?
That was a different team. That ain't the one that we talking about prejudice. That was Tampa Bay.
That was Denver that did that.
Right, Denver. But that was a different team. That wasn't the Giants.
But he called.
The issue with the Giants.
He called. You know what happened with him in the text messages between the Patriots.
Before we go there, let's real quick let everybody know.
Okay.
If y'all new to the channel, please like,
comment, subscribe, and share.
Share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Go to Billionaire Radio on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Hit that subscribe button if y'all like what y'all hear. Right. If y'all don't like what y'all hear, just you can comment why you don't like or what you do like. Hit the subscribe button. Share it
all day long.
Share it.
Yes, sir.
So those are your points, right?
And not all my points, but yeah, that's one of them.
All right, we'll get them all out if you want to.
I went go into detail where Belichick thought he had. Belichick already was thinking.
How was that racist? That's what I'm saying. How was that racism? Is what I'm trying to get at. And okay, so let's talk about the history. Let's break this thing down, right? So he's saying pretty much that, and this is why I have a problem with him. Okay. He's pretty much Brian Flores, the Miami Dolphins head coach, right?
Okay.
Ex now, right?
Okay.
He was hired as the head coach.
Yep. And the general manager.
The general manager told him to tank. They said, listen, we need you to tank
for $100,000.
$100,000 a game. Mm-hmm. Tank it. So we can get who's now in the Super Bowl, Joe Burrow.
Right.
He didn't do it. He says, it's against what I want to do. I don't want to do it that way.
Right.
General manager said, okay, rock out, do your thing. Right? Now, 3 years in, the Miami Dolphins did not make the playoffs.
Right.
They did not win.
Right.
And he's like, listen, Joe Burrow took Cincinnati, who won 4 games without him.
But he could have only did that on Cincinnati. He only could have did that for the team he was on, Cincinnati.
No.
It don't mean because Miami would have drafted him Miami would be in the same position as Cincinnati right now.
It does mean that. Joe Burrow took Cincinnati. Do you realize? Okay.
No, Joe Burrow's team took Cincinnati to the Super
Miami
Bowl.
has a dope squad.
That
Don't
defense,
get it twisted.
Them weapons. Let's talk about that wide receiver.
I don't want to get off this blind. I don't want to get off this case though. I don't want to get off this case. He
wouldn't have had Chase. Had he went to Miami.
I don't want to get off this case.
He wouldn't have had that receiving core had he went to Miami. He wouldn't have had that defense.
But that's not what I want to talk about. That's not what we're going to talk about.
So they wouldn't even be in the playoffs.
We don't want to talk about that. Okay. We want to stick on the topic.
That is the topic.
He said it was a racist thing because they fired him.
It was racist.
You know what I mean? Now here's where it's not. Here's where I don't agree with it being racist.
Why?
First of all, you weren't even qualified for that position.
Wow.
And this what angers me.
How wasn't he qualified to be a head coach?
Well, if you let me talk,
right.
Like I let you talk,
go ahead.
You're gonna be able to hear me say it.
Go ahead.
You can't wait to jump in because you don't agree. I'm about to tell you why.
All right, I'm listening, bro.
Why it's not racist.
Okay.
He's making this big thing because he got fired.
Okay.
Now, it wasn't racist when they hired him. Remember, he was black coach and they hired him. That wasn't racist for that. You don't get credit for that. They hired you, right?
But they hired him to lose.
Let me go,
they didn't
brother.
Hire him to win.
They didn't hire him to lose.
That's the only reason he got the job.
That is not why he got the job. See?
Well, why was they paying him to lose?
Don't take away the accomplishment.
Hiring me to lose if you paying me to lose.
He was underqualified. He played at Boston College. I mean, he played at Boston College. Never paid it down to NFL. He became Belichick's boy. He was a scout, and he was also different coordinators for Belichick. So that's how he got under the umbrella. And Belichick, under his wing, he got him, and he ended up being the coach of, Miami. Call it what it is.
How many white coaches are doing the exact same thing?
But this
and
is
still getting head coaching positions.
But listen, he says, I'm standing up for the inequality that's going on with, how they doing the black coaches and things like that. And my thing is, if you really stand on it, and don't wait till something that happened in 2019 and speak on it because you got fired. You were riding with the whole program until they fired you. You was rocking with it. You could have spoke out then if that was your real point. The real point was you sucked as a coach, you didn't win, and now you're crying because they got rid of you.
Coach ain't qualified.
And here's the thing about it:
the Eagles' defensive coordinator ain't qualified.
So Miami Dolphins fired a black coach, hired another black coach who was more qualified. Who was the offensive court? First of all, he was with Atlanta Falcons when they was in the Super Bowl. Offensive coordinator of San Francisco 49ers, who just was in the championship. So you want to say it was a racist thing?
They hired him to cover their butt.
No, I ain't covering no butt. It was already
because they know they in trouble.
No, the Giants.
So that was a
no,
man.
No. Okay, his was funny. So Brian Flores also applied for the Texans job, Houston Texans job, because he applied for different jobs, different jobs. And the Texans was like, you know what? He's one of the top 3. We're thinking about hiring him. He don't even know all this. He's running his mouth because the Giants decided to make their decision with that guy. And now they say, you know what? He's filing a lawsuit for the NFL. So they hired Lovie Smith. They couldn't bring him in. So Lovie Smith is now the head coach of Houston Texans. Now, my thing is, don't take away the accomplishments of black coaches getting jobs. The Rooney Rule is supposed to be, okay, you got to at least interview 2 minorities
but they
head
making
coaches.
a farce of it, man. They treating it like a joke, man.
How is it a joke when you just hired? How is it a joke?
Because it's 32 NFL teams and it's only 2 minority head coaches.
Okay.
Out of 32, that's 98% white head coaches, 2% minority coaches. 2%.
It doesn't matter.
Out of 100. And you can't open up your eyes to see the light.
So do you realize that I love my black people, but y'all keep
dark glasses.
Y'all keep complaining every time we have a milestone accomplishment. Once upon a time, we complained that there were no black quarterbacks.
Name one black head coach in the history of the New York Giants organization.
Who cares?
I'll wait.
Who cares? Why is that such a big deal?
Because it is a big deal.
Every time a black person gets fired, it's like, oh, because I was black. No, you wasn't good. Why is it that every time something happens, it's because it was racism?
I'm not even given a chance to be good. Right. So I could be great.
So now you got
Mike. You're not even giving me the opportunity.
So now you got Mike Tomlin, and you got Lovie Smith. These are all black coaches. Oh, let's go back. Mike Singletary was the head coach of San Francisco. He stunk the place up.
So a lot of white coaches stink the place up,
and they get fired. Do you realize how many white coaches were fired this year? See, when it comes to sports,
you know why they was fired?
Because they sucked.
And the organizations didn't take the best man; they just took the white man.
No.
That's why they got fired.
No. See,
the Eagles did the same thing. First year coach, no experience, nothing. Oh, okay, but you looked the part. Come on in. We're gonna give you an opportunity. Oh, Leftwich. Oh, you won a Super Bowl. Oh, you've been an offensive coordinator for over 10 years?
Brian Flores,
come on.
I guarantee you, if Brian Flores this year would have made the playoffs or took to the championship, wouldn't have this. He's in his feelings, and he should have waited. Because Lovie Smith, we know, he was the actual head coach of Chicago. Then they stunk. He ended up being a coordinator, and now he's a head coach again all them years. So stop saying it's a white-black thing.
It's just like the quarterback position in the NFL. They want you to play it they want you to play it the white way. The right way.
How do you put a color on playing quarterback?
Because that's the way they want it.
No. It's about winning games and playing the game.
Stay in the pocket. Stay in the pocket.
Do you know why I tell you stay in the pocket?
Because you be more protected in the pocket?
That's one.
You're right.
That's one.
If your offensive line is garbage, go talk to Russell Wilson about staying in the pocket.
My thing
Go talk to Randall Cunningham about staying in the pocket. He got his knee broke by standing in the pocket.
My thing is,
and then when Brady took the same hit, they brought out a new rule. The Brady rule.
That wasn't the same hit.
It was the same hit.
It was a different hit. But here's the thing. Let's stay on topic. what happened with that made the Brian Flores thing racist? Now, I'm not saying things don't happen that are racist, but that moment...
Showing up to his interview late and drunk, and you're the people that's supposed to be hiring him, that's racist.
That was...
Giving somebody else the job
That was...
before you even interview him, but you tell him to come in for an interview, but you already told
First of all,
Belichick that he got the job. So why's if you already know you hiring Big Black Arm, why have Lateef Billions come in the room?
Lateef sucks. But listen, so what happens is this. What happens is this, man. Oh yeah, pass me the burgers, man. Pass the burgers.
Oh man,
pass the burgers, man.
I don't know where these from.
It don't matter. It better have no name on them. Dang, we didn't even get to the. Dang.
I wonder who we sponsoring today.
Well, we ain't sponsor nobody, you know.
Hey,
but so pretty much.
I would love to know.
Mine is no cheese. Is yours this no cheese?
This says cheese right here.
All right, that's
bro.
you then, good brother.
I would love to know where these turkey burgers came from.
If y'all want food sponsors, this is how it's gonna go.
I would love to know where this came from, and I'm about to tell you about your business.
Right
after I take this bite.
Pretty much. But anyway, it ain't racist. But I gotta say, last point before we close out. Appreciate it. We close out.
That's not bad.
Ain't bad, right?
That's not bad.
It's hitting.
I give him a 7.
Yo, so right now the founder of the Memphis chapter, the Black Lives Matter, she's going to jail for 6 years.
6?
6 long years. You know what she did?
What she do?
The most pettiest thing.
I gotta hear this, bro.
She registered to vote illegally.
How do you do that?
I mean, is the burger good?
I give it a 6.
All right. So, anyway, just to
Might
close
give
out.
it a 7.
To close out on that. So, pretty much, what happened was she was a felon, and wasn't supposed to register. She's a felon for criminal charges.
She
that
can't
she
go
did.
to jail for that.
But that's what they're saying.
Because they made up a BS law.
Well, but they've taken. But instead of just saying her vote don't count or anything else, she got to go to jail for 6 years for that.
That's
Listen,
what I'm saying.
they got to do better with this law.
Yeah,
6
BS.
years for registered for that's crazy.
Because they trying to scare other felons into not going to the polls. They trying to make you scared. They trying to make you afraid.
It's sad, man. It's sad. But listen.
They don't want you to vote.
But listen, again, if y'all liking us, loving us, like, comment, share,
turkey burger,
subscribe.
Man. I wonder who made this.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to send some people. I'm about to send some
episode 43 is in the books. It's in the books. We thank y'all for tuning in.
Pickles on the
It's sponsored by an outfitforyou.com by Michael Keenan and
it came with
Billionnaire Radio. And we out.
You screaming at me, bro?
We out, man.
Why you screaming? Billions.